Hi everyone, I'm Michael Greger, and today I want to share with you a way to enhance our embedded Power BI reports in WordPress sites. If we use the iFrame code provided by Microsoft, we end up with a layout that doesn't look good in either a browser or on a phone, and users cannot use a mobile view on their phones. If you're using embedded Power BI reports for external users in a blog, I'm sure you know this frustration. I'm going to show you how to enhance the layout for your embedded report to an optimized frame that provides a better user experience, is dynamic, and can switch to a mobile view. And here's an example of the compromise needed for a mobile view, which turned out okay. But really, we just want the user to use the mobile view on a mobile device. A part of me really wanted to do a collage of my time spent researching and trying out solutions before I found a link that led me to this website, Optimize Your Power BI Embed Code. But no, let's just get to the solution. Enter your report dimensions, minimum width, and embed URL, and the page will generate code that you can use instead of iFrame to embed your report. Shout out to Lucas Pulowski for building this page. I think I have the right Pulowski. I'll demonstrate first how to use this website by getting the URL for a report from the Power BI site. From inside Power BI, select your report and go to File, Embed Report, Publish to Web. Click the Copy button to get the HTML code. I paste the code into Notepad, and from there I get the report URL, which I'll add to the URL field in the website and then click the Create My Code button. You can see the code. I'll separate the components for you. You can see there's HTML that you'll want to embed in your WordPress post in an HTML block, and you can see a lot of JavaScript. You can also review how the report will look. Okay, remember all that JavaScript? We will need to add that code in the body of the WordPress site so that the HTML code can call on it. Your first thought might be to add the JavaScript directly to your header PHP in the body section, but we don't want to add JavaScript to header PHP because modifications like that can have unintended consequences to your WordPress theme. And if you change your theme, then you'll lose your custom code. In WordPress, we use plugins for this kind of user enhancement. The plugin we need is called Simple Custom CSS and JS, which allows us to add custom CSS and JavaScript snippets of code to our WordPress site. You can look up the plugin by selecting Add New from the plugin menu, entering Simple Custom CSS as keywords to the search field, and then clicking Install Now. I've already installed the plugin and activated it. Once you have the plugin installed and activated, select Add Custom JS from the Custom CSS and JS menu. Select the JavaScript from the website, copy and paste into the editor in WordPress. Give your script a title and ensure linking type is internal. It's in the head element and in the front end. Publish your new plugin. All your posts now have access to the JavaScript. You just need to add the HTML to your posts. We're in the post screen in WordPress. WordPress separates content into blocks. HTML gets added to an HTML block. We're going to copy the URL of the report from the iFrame code and paste it to the website URL field to generate the new code. And now I'm replacing the iFrame coding with the new enhanced coding. Before I update the post, let's see what the browser view is like. And this is the mobile view. Note the report is tiny and the frame is full of gray space. when I update the post, you can see the code works. The space has been optimized to fit the report. When we view the report in the mobile device, you can see the gray is gone and the report is larger but spills. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how we can use this optimized code a second time. This time we're going to use the enhanced features. The website allows us to specify the URL to a second report for a mobile view. The Microsoft iFrame does not support mobile views. There's no workaround for the issue. So for the Seattle Housing Price Prediction Report, I created a mobile view which is 300 by 533 pixels. I'm going to grab the browser version of the report first and add the HTML code to the field for browser URL. Then I open the mobile version of the report and get the URL. And I add that to the URL field in the second section. The third section specifies a loading graphic and a button while loading to enhance the user experience. I have a graphic I will use for a loading animation. I will now generate the code. I'll separate the HTML and the JavaScript, and now I'm ready to copy and paste the new HTML. Let's take a look at the preview. I want you to see what happens when I change the browser size. The alternate report loads. This is also the report view the user will see in mobile. So in the post, we update the old iFrame code with the enhanced code. Before we update, let's take a look at what the report looks like in the browser and what the report looks like in mobile. And now we update the report. And now you can see the new browser view and verify that the report changes to the mobile view when you change the browser size. And here is the new mobile view for the report. You can see the enhanced Power BI code dramatically improves the layout for Power BI reports in a WordPress site. To improve on this solution, I would like to see this solution properly incorporated into a WordPress plugin. I have reached out to Lucas to see what can be done. Let's see what happens. I think if this solution were available as a WordPress plugin, it would be very popular. I think it would be a great way for Lucas to promote himself, and I think he earned some accolade for his code. So for now, we have his webpage to help. And if you have a WordPress site, you can follow the steps I've outlined to optimize the Power BI report layout in your posts. And if you found this presentation useful, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. If you have other issues with Power BI that you'd like me to make a video about, feel free to add a comment below. I am very new to creating YouTube content, so your feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you for your time.